Now that the OnePlus is launching the OnePlus 6, I thought this is the right time to take you on a trip from where it all began. Welcome to Simbly Tech, and this is me, Triple B, guiding you through the history of the OnePlus community. Let's get started. OnePlus has grown a long way in a short period of time. Though you might call OnePlus a startup, it has been in the market for a few years now, constantly pushing out new and better products in the smartphone market. The flagship killer. OnePlus One was the original flagship killer and the pride of the company. Not because of the hardware and software alone, but the phone itself was quite hard to get hold of. Since OnePlus was a startup, they had initially made only 1,000 phones to minimize the risk of people not buying the product. Thus came into existence the invite system. You had to be invited by a friend who owned a OnePlus in order to buy the smartphone. It became a ritual, and thousands of people were uploading videos smashing their phone in order to get the OnePlus One invite. When the company saw people selling invites online, OnePlus teamed up with eBay to sell invites for a cause, where they would sell and the money made will go to charity. The basic concept of invite was to keep track of the demand, as the company was a startup. It's hard to talk about any part of OnePlus without mentioning the contests. While the invites were the main way to buy OnePlus One, and for the matter even the OnePlus 2, the contests were a big thing with the OnePlus One because some of them were a little unconventional. There was a famous ladies first contest where ladies have to take a selfie showing the OnePlus logo that they had drawn on a piece of paper, their hands, or wherever really, and chosen winners would be given the invites to buy the phone, or the phone themselves. This was considered sexist and was withdrawn sooner than later. The launch of the OnePlus 2. The phone was a great piece of hardware, but the launch behind the phone was a disaster for the company. The event was held in virtual reality, meaning the attendees had to watch the unveiling through the lenses of a OnePlus Google Cardboard viewer and with the use of a special app that allowed them to tap into a live stream. Another unconventional and really cool idea, but the stream was plagued with issues and disconnecting people often that they lost interest in the stream. Yes, the OnePlus 2 required invites as well, although people were hoping this would stop with OnePlus's first phone. The OnePlus X was OnePlus's way to give consumers a phone with a smaller screen size and a smaller price point. Basically, what OnePlus did was shove all of the components of the OnePlus One into a smaller device, which actually made for a decent offering, as it was cheaper than the OnePlus One was at the time it was launched, but had the same hardware except for the screen size of course, and a little bit of different design. The phone was available at a very low price point, and while it was only available at an invite initially, it moved away from the invites pretty quickly. The invite-free OnePlus, or the OnePlus 3. Each year, OnePlus was coming out with phones that were better, and the OnePlus 3 was no deviation. However, though, the one trend the company was deviating from was the invite system. Not only that, but OnePlus brought back the NFC for the OnePlus 3 and kept the fingerprint sensor. The alert slider once again made a return here, and it was also powered by one of the best processors at the time of launch, the Snapdragon 820. The rise of the OnePlus 3 didn't last forever though. OnePlus launched another phone just a few months later as a way to give consumers an updated processor, the OnePlus 3T. Following the steps of the OnePlus 3 was the 3T, which was pretty much the same but came with a new color and a new processor, the Snapdragon 821 to be precise, to keep up with the competing flagships in the market. It also sported a 16 megapixel sensors in the front and rear, giving the consumers an option to spend a little more to get a newer and slightly better processor, or spend less and essentially get the same phone with a slightly old processor, put the decision into the consumer's hand. And this made for a very good tactic by OnePlus. OnePlus 5. Soon after the release of the 3T, the company released the OnePlus 5, which was a step up from the OnePlus 3T, offering dual camera setup, Snapdragon 835, 6 and 8 GB of RAM. This was the first phone from OnePlus to sport the dual camera setup and almost bezel-less display. This was on par with much larger smartphones like the iPhone, which also sported the dual camera setup but with much greater hardware. This was a selling point for OnePlus phones. The 5T. The OnePlus 5T came with the same hardware as the OnePlus 5 in terms of processor and storage variants. By the time the 5T came out, the iPhone had face recognition, and thus it was quite obvious that 5T would also have the feature of face unlock. It worked on a little different platform but was quick to unlock the phone. The 5T was the first to get a true bezel-less 6-inch display and face unlock from the OnePlus. OnePlus 6. Now the company is all set to launch the OnePlus 6 coming this May 16th, 2018. There has been many leaks and teasers about this product, but the company recently revealed the phone and some photos shot on the OnePlus 6. It seems to have the infamous notch going on with the other phone manufacturers, and there seems to be an Avengers Infinity War edition that will be out. It is speculated to have a 256GB version, which is a first from the company, and also a mirror finish. Hope you liked what you heard about the OnePlus community. If you have something that you want to add to this, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. And if you want to see more such videos, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification icon. And if you like this video, press the like button and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.